And then they followed up with an email explaining the whole ass thing again.
Yep. And then we start getting even more emails from even more people. So not only is it the, deceased owner's family and then this one other family. Oh, no. There's like 4 or 5 other people that are also interested, including one lady who sent me an email simply saying, hey, I know you've got Bandit the Doodle. If you'd like me to save you time and money, you can just give it to me. Would that be fine?
Oh my dog. Dog. Oh my dog.
Oh, my dog. Hey.
Oh, my dog, hello.
Holy
Toledo.
We're back.
Back again. Are we doing that word game?
I don't know how you guys did that. That was so smooth for your first show back. Have you been practicing?
Only in
You've
my
seen
dreams.
That,
yeah, where they're like,
you say a word and we make a sentence.
There was this really cute TikTok video. It's a daughter and her mom,
I saw that
and before bedtime they do a commercial, and so they're back and forth and selling something.
Wasn't she selling ointment?
Yeah.
It got weird.
Yeah, it got weird.
Anyway, we are so excited to be back. It's a new year, another year in rescue. I forgot to tell you, Kara, I just got the renewal for our rescue license.
Well, you sent me something and said, should we do this again? And I was like, fluff it. Let's try.
Yeah, I guess. Why not? So we have spent the last few weeks, obviously everybody has, going through the holidays, took a quick break.
I feel like these holidays took 6 years to get through. What was that?
Seriously, though.
The kids had 3 weeks off from school.
It was
I
terrible.
heard that, too. I was like, somebody said it was the week before Christmas. Said, well, my kids just got off school. They're done now for the rest. I'm like, what are you talking? When we were kids, we got 2 days off school.
Yeah, they barely let us even think about Santa Claus.
And we did a quick little Vegas trip. That was fun.
We did. I don't know if we talked about that we were going to do this, but we took our moms and my aunt to go see The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, which if you've never gone,
oh my dog,
all of us in a row, I'm not even that big of a Wizard of Oz person, but when that started and then the video took over the Sphere, we all looked at each other and we're all crying.
Started
and
crying.
we're like, what the heck? Why are we doing this? We're not criers. What has happened here?
it got emotional.
It did.
It was so good though.
That tornado situation was wild. I've never experienced anything like that. You're like, okay, is it going to be done yet? This is crazy.
And all 3 ladies got apples when the
apples
dropped.
Yep.
But we did because it was a gift for my mom for her birthday,
Mhm.
and I asked you to go with.
Yes.
And your mom is a huge
Huge
Wizard of Oz fan.
Yes.
And then your aunt came, which I've obviously met your mom, but I hadn't met your aunt yet. What a freaking hoot.
Yeah.
I would travel with those ladies again any day of the week. They're like replicas of each other.
Yeah.
They're like duplicates.
Marcus, shortly after we first got married, it was my mom and my aunt and my other aunt. So there's 3 girls and a boy in their family, but the 3 sisters and me were all in a room and we're all talking, and he goes, I wasn't looking, but I couldn't tell who was speaking because you all sound exactly the same.
Well, your mom and aunt, it's like they know what each other, they don't even have to say it, but they do.
Yeah, there's no mincing of words.
They hit their word quota every
over
day.
and over again, yes.
And they did not meet a single stranger in all of Vegas. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
No.
Not one single one. But anyway, we did the whole VIP package. Highly recommend
Yeah.
the Wicked Witch package.
It was so fun.
Premium seating and
Snacks
expedited entry and snacks and drinks and all the crap. Amazing. Fabulous time. Kara's phone got stolen.
Right away.
It was hilarious.
First night. But my highlight, yeah, sure, that sphere was cool. Not the, yeah. We got to meet.
Piff. Piff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, we
did go to the show.
We met Mr. Piffles. We went to the show. All of our faces hurt from smiling and laughing. It was such a hoot, so adorable and funny. And I didn't actually know this, and I felt like I knew what we were getting into. But Mr. Piffles is a clone,
Yeah.
like a legitimate clone.
And that was weird. I mean, not weird, but ironic.
It was.
So I'm not much for the exploitation of animals for entertainment. So I was a little on the fence about this whole thing.
Mr.
And
Piffles doesn't do shit.
That dog doesn't do anything.
He just gets held.
And he's honestly maybe like 10% of the show. He's
Right.
not even on stage
Hardly
half
at
the time.
all. Yeah.
So anyway,
But it's just enough of a hook that you're like, oh,
Yeah.
yay, it's Mr. Piffles again. But literally, he's just like me walking
Just
around with my
sitting
chihuahua. Like, he's happy. He may as well be in his living room. He doesn't give a shit.
if you're feeling weird about that at all, don't.
Yeah, I highly recommend that show. Like, I always thought it was going to be really hokey and like not very good, but like it's really the magic is good, the comedy is good, and then there's Mr. Piffles.
A lot of fun.
Hilarious. So that was wonderful. We did invite them to be on the podcast. We'll see. I don't think they're going to reach out on their own, but
No.
we'll try.
And we had so much fun at the roulette table. I feel like we did really good with our numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We hit a couple times. That did not overcome my slot machine obsession.
Right. I came out on the positive side of things when leaving Vegas. I came out ahead. Holly did not.
Well, that last night, it was like 5:30 in the morning.
We didn't even know what time it was, and we, yeah, you were
Well,
like,
I was like, at 4:30, I was like, well, there's really no point in going to bed because we have like an 8:30 flight. And we were having such a good time. And then it was like your last hurrah. You had like a $25 chip
Yep.
left.
yep.
And you put it on 13. And it hit, and it paid out like $975
Yeah.
or something stupid like that.
Crazy.
I'm like, what?
Like, okay, now we can go to bed.
Yeah. What a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I will
Definitely.
say, Vegas is like a 2-day max situation.
Oh, yeah.
We were there for 4, and it was about,
I mean, the last day we had an absolute blast, but we could have done that on the second day and then gone home and had the same amount of fun.
Great
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, very good. And a much needed, like, just get away and, like,
Mm-hmm.
not think about anything. And because my phone got stolen, I literally couldn't think about anything. I'm, like, walking down the streets asking strangers, what time is it? Because I'm, like, by myself, And Vegas is small. It's, like, a small city, right? So you can see one into the other. But I'm walking around, and I know, okay, it's going to take me about 15 minutes to walk back to the hotel, and I got to meet everybody. But when and what time is it, and or what day is it? I don't even know. So that was a weird feeling, but kind of fun. Raw dog in Vegas.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
When I go on my cruise, it's, your phone doesn't work in the middle of the ocean. So
Yeah.
you just don't even take it. It's so nice. Anyway, other news. A little bit of sad news, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My late husband Aaron's dog, Dallas, we've talked about him before. He's a German Shepherd. He passed away on it was November 27th.
Yeah.
No, the 26th. It was ironically the night before Thanksgiving, which was the night that I met Aaron
Oh,
in
that's right.
2013. And that day, and Dallas has been slowing down for a while now. He was 13 years old, and
He's such a big dog. The fact that he lived that long
Yeah.
is crazy.
I mean, he was a solid 95 pounds, but he had lost some weight, and he was kind of slowing down, and he had gone deaf, and I mean, just natural progression.
Mm-hmm.
But that day, I kind of noticed, and Mom had been up to my house because I had an incident with an entire thing of laundry detergent falling off of my washer, and I woke up to laundry detergent. I mean,
Oh, because it had time to just go
yes,
everywhere.
it had happened like overnight at some point, and the lid had cracked off when it fell, and so there was, and I buy the huge thing that it has a little spout thingy,
Yeah.
and I just got it.
Oh, God.
So there's 135 ounces of laundry detergent just coating my entire laundry room floor. It was,
And you can't clean that up with
You can't just
no.
add water.
you can't just
No.
mop that up.
I walked into the laundry room, had a mental breakdown, went and took a shower. I just was like, well, it can't get any worse. So just walk away because I can't do this right now. And then I tried to come back to it, still didn't work. So I called Mom. I was like, hey, I need your help. Anyway, side quest. So I was telling Mom, I said, because Dallas was out in the backyard and he was just moving real slow and kind of being weird, but I was dealing with this, massive mess and whatever. I said, I just don't think Dallas is feeling very good. I think we're approaching the end. And she goes, yeah, I kind of noticed that too. And then I went out later that day and went to call him in because you got to do hand signals. And he had like a really hard time getting up out of the yard. And then he was dragging his back foot and he couldn't make it up the 2 steps off of the main deck. And I was like,
No.
something's not right.
Yeah.
Something's not right. Something's not right. And of course it's, going into a holiday and it's 5:30 at night and it, that's the way it always happens. But Dad came up and he thought, well, maybe he just got cold. Like maybe he got out there and he lays down in the grass. Maybe he just got cold.
Yeah.
Got chilled. So I, bring out his dog bed and put the heating blanket on him and heating pad and, trying to warm him up and just wasn't looking right. But what can you do? I mean, what are you going to do?
No.
He wasn't in distress.
Right.
He was just not.
Yeah.
Right. Cold gums.
Yeah.
And so it was like a little bit before 11 p.m. and I got on dakotapet.com, which we've talked about before. You can go on, you can do a little quiz thing to see kind of where you're at in the process. But before even that, they just have articles like signs and symptoms that for approaching, declining, and then active death. And I'm like going through the list of symptoms for active death. I'm like, check, 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 and I'm like,
yeah.
And then about 20 minutes later,
yeah,
I was laying with him in the bedroom, and he just took one last big breath, and that was it. That is the first and only dog I've ever had die on their own. Naturally.
I've had a dog die on their own naturally the night before I was going to take them to be euthanized, but they died in their sleep and I was also sleeping. So I've never, held or been with a dog while they actively passed on their own.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be, pretty overwhelming.
Well, I thought he died at 11:15 because I looked at the clock, and then they do the last couple big breaths that are like a minute and a half apart.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I just thought it was, I've joked around a lot because I have very dark humor about death because I have to.
Yeah.
And, when Dallas would do something naughty or get into the trash or, be in the way for the 1800th time that day, I'd be like, Aaron, come get your fucking dog.
Right.
I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And so I just felt like it was very divine, kind of ironic timing that Dallas died on the anniversary of Aaron and I meeting, which was always very special to us, the way that we met and when we met and how we met and all this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, that was not by any stretch of just happenstance. That was how it was supposed to be.
So anyway, he was cremated, and I'm mixing some of Aaron's ashes in with Dallas's ashes, vice versa, however you want to say it. But I still, when I'm cleaning out the fridge now, because I would give Dallas leftovers of anything. I mean, the dog would eat anything. I'm like, oh, I'll give that to Dallas tonight. And I'm like, no, I guess that's going in the trash.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Or when you're getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and you don't want to trip over him because he would lay everywhere.
That's what German Shepherds do. Dottie, I'm like, God damn it, Dottie, get out of the way. Every time I'm trying to walk anywhere or open a door, she's in front of the door or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, my pack is one light now.
Yeah.
And you know what? My dogs the other dogs, maybe Stanley was a little tiny bit sad for a hot minute, but
they didn't know.
And I've never had a pack of dogs really be that upset about another dog's passing.
No, me neither. Mine don't usually seem to notice, which is weird because.
But I always show them the dead dog.
Yeah, so they know.
And I make them, I guess.
Hey, take a look, just so you know, your buddy's not coming back.
Do you want to say goodbye? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But,
no, I've never had anything like that. And I've definitely had dogs that have been like somewhat bonded to each other, but like I think that the bonded dog thing for the most part is something that we put on them as humans.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
what was that word? You tried to spell it once.
Don't ask me to do it again.
Where we put human emotions.
On dogs.
And we
yeah.
get that a lot from people that are adopting, where their dog had died and they have another dog and they're like, oh, my dog is so sad or depressed without the other dog. And,
Yeah.
it very well could be true. I'm not saying it's not. I just have never experienced it, but maybe it's more projection
Yeah, it is like
than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
There it is. Anthropomorphism.
Anthropomorphism. Yeah. People do that in all sorts of ways, but that in particular, and I'm not discounting that can happen. I just know that I've had dogs pass away and I just feel like they have no idea. Now they know that I'm sad and they'll come lay with me.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah,
be
totally.
with me and like not leave my side if I'm sad, but like I don't know.
Even when you're sick, they'll lay with you.
Oh, for sure. So.
Okay, on to more happy news.
Oh, yes. We had very fun news. And actually, right now on newsstands near you.
On coffee tables.
Yes. So, first of all, during our break, we forced Tanner to come in here and take our picture in the studio. Like, this is a good central spot for us. Please come take our picture. And he did a really good job.
Wrangling us and six
dogs. And he took our picture. But
I think I took 100 of your pictures.
There's some really good ones in there, but
I think you just held your thumb down.
I did.
You probably could have taken video.
Yeah, it's
When you have 6 dogs trying to look at you, you just
with no
Take
treats
all
either,
of
by
them.
the way.
No, they were just solely interested in Tanner.
Where are we on that one, Chief?
we should have a box here at the studio.
We should. But anyhow, City View has a pets and people and pets section.
City View magazine.
Yep. Which is, a freebie magazine, but it's been around in Des Moines forever and ever. Amen.
I love it.
I do too. I pick it up all the time. It's a good bathroom magazine. So if you want to read about us on the toilet, you can. But in the people and pets section, she did kind of a focus. Originally, the focus was mostly on the podcast, but we wouldn't shut the hell up about the rescue and everything we're doing. That it's a really nice smattering of like the things that are important to us and that we've spent a lot of time building.
Yeah.
And so I really thought she did a great job of picking out all the crap we threw at her. But it's a nice little article and a lot of people have shared it. And my backpack is full of copies of this thing because every time someone
we need to
sees
put
me,
one on the coffee table here.
I will. Yeah. I've
And
got
you have to
extra-
leave it open to the article.
page. Yes.
I walked into Flatshare the other night, and one of the regulars was there, and he had obviously been to a funeral earlier in the day because he was
all dressed up.
all dressed in black, and then he had obviously been there for a while. Because I walked in, and he goes, "Hey, did you know you're in the magazine?" I'm like, yeah, Jimmy, I know, I've seen it. He goes, "I've got like 15 copies in the car." And I was like, okay, do you want me to go get them? No, I'll go get them. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jimmy. He brings them in, literally a stack of City View magazines, brings them in and
You
starts
just took the whole stack from somewhere.
off the rack and starts handing them out to everybody in the bar. It was really sweet.
That's adorable.
But there's the link on our Facebook page too.
yes, we've shared it on our Facebook page, and it's also linked on our website as well under our About section. We've got some of our news articles and things linked there below our About Us post. And so it's a really sweet article, and I'm happy to be able to share, the work that we're doing and also the fun that we're having on the podcast. So
It's always good publicity.
yeah, it's fun. So anyway, into rescue shenanigans.
Holy Toledo. So the last time we spoke to you guys, we had no intakes at that time.
We were on
'Cause we were
break.
kind of winding down.
For the holidays, it just doesn't.
And adoptions had been slow, fosters had been slow, so that seemed like the logical time to take a break. We have come back with a vengeance.
This week alone.
Yeah. We've had 35 intakes, and I just want to asterisk that with 15 of them are puppies.
Well, 16 really. Well, 'cause
Right.
yeah.
Yes, you're right. 16. And so did we didn't even have Betty Lou then, so we haven't told the Betty Lou story.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
okay.
no, yeah, Betty Lou came in since we've had so you gotta
So,
roll it out. This is crazy.
Kelly, one of our friends at Always and Forever, sends us this picture of this really cute little dachshund mix.
Wonderful networker. She's always finding dogs places to go.
Yeah,
She's
her and
amazing.
Craig are a great team. We love them and always here to support them. Anyway, she said, hey, this dog is in shelter, postpartum, super depressed, shut down, not doing well. We're looking for a transfer out. And I was like, yeah, no problem. That sounds great. I'll take it. No big deal. I can meet you in Bethany this was like right before Thanksgiving.
And it was a very like specific and elaborate story that this dog had come into the shelter postpartum. No one knew where her puppies were.
Yeah.
That was the words that
Well,
were
I'd
said.
asked. I said, what happened to the litter? Like,
Yeah.
Did they die? Did she abort? Like, what's the problem? Nobody knew. Okay, cool. So they had to get this was like Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And there was a upper respiratory illness going through the shelter, so they were worried about getting her a health cert. Anyway, it was delayed. Finally, they get the dog to the vet on Monday after Thanksgiving, which I felt terrible about that she had to spend all of that extra time in shelter, especially when she wasn't doing well.
Every freaking time we're like, we'll take a dog. And they're like, oh, it's got upper respiratory. Every freaking time.
Or kennel cough or,
That's what, yeah.
So anyway, they finally get the dog to the vet and the vet goes, this dog is pregnant.
Like, no. We signed up for the Virgin Mary.
Postpartum.
It was postpartum, not pre.
Yeah, we signed up
Post.
for the
That's
after. Yeah.
And so when we got the picture originally, it's just the shelter picture, which is 9 times out of 10 just a dead-on front photo of their face.
Yeah.
And then the transporter for the health cert sent a side view of this dog. And I'm like, how does anybody not
Like
Ray Charles could see that dog was pregnant? Jesus. And I mean, she's got this little, softball belly, little tiny thing.
Huge belly.
So they do a quick little ultrasound and they thought they saw maybe 5.
Yeah, that's what they said. And we're like, okay.
If anybody has seen an ultrasound, seen an ultrasound on a movie, even on a human, you know it's kind of hard to see anything. I mean,
and usually when it's a pregnant dog ultrasound, you count the spines, right? So you see the dogs and there's some movement happening, so you can kind of see if they've duplicated themselves in movement, but like you can count the spines and get a good idea, or count the skulls. We didn't see that ultrasound to like.
No, I never did. I called down there and they're like, well, we can't really send it up. I could send you it on a flash drive. I'm like, forget it.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't even worry about it. And so they thought 5. I was like, okay, well, send her up. We've already tagged her. We'll figure it out. So this is right before we're supposed to leave for Vegas, like a week before we're supposed to leave for Vegas. And my dad was doing my chores for me while we were in Vegas.
So he's watching all his dogs, all her dogs.
Yeah, because I'm taking Mom with me, right?
Yeah.
So I called Dad. I said, listen, I know the vet was like, she's like a week out.
Yeah, she's due anytime.
So I said, I know as soon as we step onto that flight, she's going to go into labor. Now, she can come to my house, because I had signed up for her to begin with. So I was still going to see her through. I said, she can come to my house, but if she, you're going to have to go up there like every 2 hours to make sure that she's not in labor, active labor,
birth.
right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hell no, we're not doing that. And I said, and then you're going to have to move her. Like,
right.
What do you want to do here? No, just bring her down. We'll keep her here and go from there. I'm like, great. My parents are going to see this litter through.
Yeah, they're going to get sucked in, and it is what it is.
Ding, ding, ding. And then we went to Vegas, and she never did give birth.
No, she didn't.
It was
like another
3 weeks
Yeah.
after we got her that she finally gave birth.
And guess how many?
Guess, Tanner. How many puppies?
5?
No, I thought maybe like 7.
Yeah, I thought it would be more than 5 because
because
there's
of how long it took
hiding.
her
Yeah.
to get from what they said to where she was.
I figured it was an overestimation and it was just going to be 5.
Yeah, no.
No.
11.
11.
Holy
And it took over 24 hours for all of them to be born because it's
11
this tiny
puppies.
little dog. 11 babies.
This poor dog was so round.
Oh my God. Her belly was like touching the ground by the time she gave birth.
It looked so uncomfortable. Anyway, we have not much to say about that vet.
Yeah. No, yeah. Some breeds like dachshunds setting the record for large litters, he says. He looked up like how, so apparently wiener dogs just pack them in there.
So to that end, Mom and Dad and I think she's a Dachshund Terrier mix.
I think
You
she's a
think
Chiweenie.
she's a... I don't see any Chihuahua in there
I
at
see
all.
Chiweenie.
We obviously don't know who the dad is because we didn't even know she was pregnant to begin with.
And those dads, they never stick around.
So I
Let us
have
see 'em.
I have ordered 3 DNA tests from Embark. I'm trying to find.
You're gonna
that
do
picture.
mama
There
and
she is.
do
Look
and
at how
2
round she is.
puppies.
Look at that. She looks like a bowling ball.
That is not a softball. That looks like
No, this is the
literally
day
she's
before
fought
she
a
gave birth.
bowling ball.
11 puppies. Can you imagine?
I'm not sure
Look,
her feet
there's-
touch. Yeah, I was gonna say. How
There's
do
like
her,
an inch clearance
how do
from
her
the
feet
floor
touch
to her
the
tits.
floor? Uh-huh. There's no way.
I hope they never have to say that about us.
So anyway, here's the thing about the DNA test, which we wanted to talk about anyway.
Yes.
Do you want to have Tanner try and
Yes.
spell this?
Okay.
Was that the one?
Well, I just didn't realize that dachshund
Dachshund.
is pronounced dachshund.
Yeah.
That would have been Doxin for me.
Okay, can you try to
Old Chris Wells
spell
used to spell it doxy, Doxie.
superfecundation? Superfecundation.
That's really how you're pronouncing it?
How would you say it?
Well, I gotta get to it first. I gotta find
Superfecundation?
Well, Google help fix me. I typed it in as superfecundation.
Well, Google didn't even do it right.
Superfecundation?
Super FECUN dation. FEC. There it is.
There it is in dogs.
Okay, so this is not essentially. It is when
Ah.
a female is impregnated by multiple male dogs.
Which actually can happen in humans, but it's super, super rare.
Super rare.
But so for dogs, because they're having there's multiple eggs that are being
Released.
Yeah. So you can have I think more than two.
It says multiple eggs. Female dogs release many eggs during their fertile window. Sperm can survive in the female's reproductive tract for several days.
Right. So while
If a
she's
female
in heat,
mates with different males over a few days, sperm from each male can fertilize different eggs, leading to puppies with different fathers in the same litter.
Mhm.
So a lot more possible because of the number of eggs that are released.
Right.
Obviously, 11 was the number here.
So
But there's like 3 black ones, 2 brown ones, 3 white ones. What is that? 3, 6, 7, 8. There must be a couple more. There was 11. Unfortunately, one of them did die about 2 weeks after it was born.
Yeah,
but it was always a runt, and it had a couple seizures very, very, very early on.
Yeah.
And so it never was quite right. But Mom and Dad really, really
They tried
worked
hard.
really hard.
Yeah. That she lasted longer than she probably would have normally, but yeah.
But they're all very different. I mean, like there's groups of them, but the whites only have white and black,
Mhm.
and the browns don't have any white at all.
Right. They're like
And-
that like doxy or dobie coloring.
And
yeah.
like 2 of the blacks have brown eyebrows, and 1 of the black has white chest.
Mhm.
So anyway, we're thinking possibly, maybe that she was, and because of the number of puppies that she had,
Mhm.
that she was super fundicated.
Well, and that being said, funny enough, we took in 5 out of a litter of 10 puppies from Oklahoma that were orphaned and abandoned. So no mom, no dad, left at a really young age in a trailer park under a trailer. And some people put them into this little mud pit for
Pit
a
thing,
while
yeah.
until they could find, and crazy because they're just dark colored super mutts. I can't believe it, but they pulled it off, the networkers. We took
Mm-hmm.
5, another rescue took 3, and another rescue took 2 until we got them all out of there, which is wild. But these are so different looking. Like one looks just like a Rottweiler mix, and then the other one looks like it could be a boxer.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that looks more pit bully,
Got brindle.
brindle, and then another one looks just like a lab, like completely like a lab. So I'd like to do DNA just for funsies on the ones that are very different in the litter, because we don't have mom or dad, so we have no idea. People are like, what kind are they? Also, by the way, could we read? I made a
Yeah.
specific post to say, no, we absolutely do not know what type of dogs these are. Here's the situation. And the first comment that comes into our messenger is like, my dog died and I'd really like to know what kind of dogs these are. I'm like, wouldn't we all?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
That's literally what I said.
I
Good
don't know
God.
how many times I've said in the last 3 days that rescue work is the hardest part isn't the dogs, it's the people.
Every time.
At least 10 times in the last 3 days.
Yeah, it's been bad.
It's been real bad lately.
Oh, man. So I hope that we have like a couple of different dads in this situation. I think that'd be kind of fun. But anyway, it's really interesting that that's a thing. And if you didn't know that, I think it's an interesting fact.
I have another question. So let's say it's a lab female and a Rottweiler male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is every puppy let's
Half and half.
say purebred.
Mm-hmm.
Is every puppy half and half 50-50, or would
Yes.
like some be
If that's the only
25
parents.
75? No, that's not how that
If
That's not
if
how that
that's
works.
the only parents, then their lineage would be half and half, I would think. However, when we were learning about the
So it's exactly the same as humans.
right,
Like okay.
but in the lineage of like the bullshit breed of doodles, right? So this is a breed. I'm putting quotes in the air because it's not really a breed; it's a mutt. But like doodles, they created this chart to tell us how doodly the doodle is, and so it's
Is that the F1?
It's the F1,
whatever
F2,
crap?
F3 doodle. And so the F is based on whether it's the first cross, whether it's truly half golden retriever, half
poodle.
poodle, then we've got some
It's
shedding.
an F1.
Right? We've got some shedding. I don't know what the F stands for, but okay,
Okay.
so that's the first generation. So I would assume, but I haven't looked it up. I'm not going to be the authority on this.
Mm-hmm.
But then we've got those puppies that are half and half, and then we breed that with another half and half. So then we've got a quarter situation.
Right.
And then eventually you're breeding doodle to doodle. And at some point it gets so muddled that it becomes a shit show. There's
Yeah.
no longer like the clear half and half of what the lineage of these dogs are, because we've got,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of things happening.
I was just been
So-
curious, if it's a mixed breed with a mixed breed,
Then it's,
is it, would some of them be, anyway.
that's why they
it's
call them a
whole thing.
Heinz 57, because there's
Right.
all the different, sugars and spices that make it happen.
So we had Betty Lou and 11 puppies. That's 12.
Mhm.
These 5 from Oklahoma.
Mhm.
That's 17. And then
Mhm.
there was like 15, 18 more.
Well, there was Noelle, which next week's episode, we're going to be talking with the Ames Animal Control Officer, Lisa Bricks, and she had asked for our help with Noelle. So that was kind of a cool one to get out of the
Yeah.
shelter. And
We're not going to go through all these.
oh, no,
but
no,
there
we're
was
not.
one
But
that
that
I-
was a cool one.
That I picked up in Grand River. That was interesting.
She named it Miss River. Real clever.
Listen. I had to pick this dog up at like 5 o'clock and get it to the vet right now because we had no records.
You
It
have
had
to get rabies done
vaccination.
before we can intake it. Yeah.
And I'm all the way in southern Iowa. And so anyway, it was
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Well, it was funny because somebody had called and they're like, yeah, I adopted a dog from you and I need another copy of the records. I misplaced them. I'm like, okay, sure. What was the dog's name? And they're like, Q-Tip. I said, what? We had what? Who? So I'm like looking on Facebook. I'm like searching like Q-Tip because I couldn't remember what this dog was or who it was or who had it or whatever. It was in and out so quickly. I didn't even remember that it existed. Decent name though. But
I don't remember this one either.
Especially if it's in and out quickly.
You don't want to go
ba-dum-bum.
in too deep with the Q-Tip.
I just took in this little thing. I don't even know what it is. Supposedly a Chihuahua.
It's like a Chihuahua but with like floppy ears. It's very cute.
It looks like a miniature
This is Q-Tip. I don't even remember this dog even.
healer.
I think I picked it up. Oh yeah, yours is like
The
a.
healers don't really have floppy ears.
Like a Chihuahua healer. It has a healer
Neither does a Chihuahua.
coat.
Right. It's got like weird speckly. That's Q-tip.
Yeah.
Like a little doodly thing. I think that Dr. Anderson fostered
Oh,
this
that's
one
right.
for us, but I did not remember at all like anything about this dog. I pulled it up, I looked at it, I was like, I've never seen this dog in my life. And then I remember I actually went and picked it up. Like I did the intake. No
The
recollection.
holidays, man.
Whew.
They got us all.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't named this one that I have yet. She came in with the name Persephone, which I had to have. Go ahead and try and spell that, Tanner.
It's a PH.
Why are you
How does it have a PH?
not hooked on fun?
What do you mean? Why does it have it?
Persephone?
Yes, apparently it's a Greek goddess.
Yeah.
You got
I
to
don't-
clear out the rest of that first.
Not Persephone. No.
Nope.
He's going to get the PH right, though, because I gave him that. Purse dogs is what it's showing. It's funny that when you start typing things, it goes to dog on this computer. No.
It's not, Google doesn't
I
even know what
typed
you're
it so
trying to
bad
do.
it came up with purse pets.
Yes.
It's PER
SEPH. Yeah. Persephone.
with ONE.
Yeah.
Go down one more. There you go.
Yeah. There she
Ah.
is. She's
Greek
a beautiful goddess. It doesn't fit this dog at all.
No.
It's a bad name for it.
Anyway, she is pretty skittish, but if you're standing over her, or like if you go to walk where she is, she skitters away.
Yeah.
But if you squat down, or if you sit down on the couch or lay down in bed, she is right there on you, and she just wants to be right next to you all the time. And then she'll crawl up your entire body. I mean, she's got some ups. She'll just crawl right up your body and right up over your shoulder like a little parrot. Anyway,
Which is very Chihuahua of her. They like to do that. I mean, not quite
super
that.
cute.
Yeah. Absolutely adorable. But she's settling in and taking some time. And
Mm-hmm. Who do we have left?
yeah, we did. I mean, so the other one was the crazy doodle story. I guess we could kind of tell that, like, just really high level. It's kind of nuts.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting this whole story because I want to.
Yeah, it was a lot of, like,
So this lady had
Annoyance.
this doodle. It's a sheepadoodle, and it was her ex-husband's.
they had just gotten divorced, like, 2
But-
months ago.
They got divorced in July,
Oh, okay.
and no, they got divorced in like June, and he passed away in July.
Oh.
Suddenly, like car accident, maybe.
Yeah, something really traumatic.
Very
Yeah.
traumatic. Terrible, terrible story. Anyway, so she took the dog
Temporarily.
while his family was dealing with everything that they needed to deal with, and she took the dog, and she's been watching the dog this whole time. Vet bills, feed bills, watching the dog, and it used to be her dog. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
it's just the husband got it in the divorce.
Right.
So then it got to the point where she couldn't handle it anymore.
She was going to move
Something
or a
happened.
whole bunch of things. And she had never signed up for it at this point. Like, she was like,
Right.
I'm done. I was just doing
And this is like a 95-pound dog.
It's a huge dog.
He's
He
a
was
big boy.
Big boy.
And she had tried to rehome it herself, but she got overwhelmed with the process, and I think she probably a shit ton of people reached out to her, and she just couldn't. She didn't trust anybody enough to say yes or no.
And
I'm sure there's emotional attachment.
Oh, of course. It's really difficult. And then she said, I'd pick out somebody and then they would fall through. And I just felt overwhelmed by the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, which we get.
So she surrendered the dog to us. Cool. We have a foster, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent doodle foster. This dog is cute. Groom it up, in and out. No big deal. And then what happened?
Then we started getting these phone calls.
Phone calls and emails and text messages from like
We had not even posted the dog yet. People didn't even.
We
shouldn't
never
have-
posted
We
the
never
dog.
posted it one time. We got an application, and I'm like, how? And somehow the application came to me, which it shouldn't have. Like, if they just clicked a random apply button under
Yeah.
a dog, I didn't have a foster at the time, so I don't know how they found our application that like was like our old school one that came to me.
and then I got a call from this bat phone from this lady. What was the name of the lady that finally did adopt her? It was that
Missy or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
She called and she was asking about this doodle, and I was like, well,
First of all, how do you know that we have this
How
dog?
do you know that we have this dog? We just got it in. We haven't posted it. I said, well, Bandit's, he just landed like yesterday.
We don't know anything. Yeah.
We don't know anything. We need to get him through the intake process. He's got to go to the vet. We got to make sure he's up to date on vaccination. At this point, I didn't know
Anything.
what his status
Yeah.
was. and got to get him groomed and blah, blah, blah. She goes, okay. And then I got a call from the guy's parents.
Yeah, the old
the
owner.
ex-husband's parents. And they are calling to make sure that this dog goes to that lady that had called me. And I'm like, well, the dog was surrendered to us by the owner.
Yeah.
And she didn't explain any of the other shit to me
Right.
first. And then she finally told me, well, this was our son's dog and our son died and they got divorced and da 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 blah blah blah. I'm like, well, I mean, legally, whose dog is it? And they're like, well, it was our son's, and then he died. And I said, okay. And
Who
then
had
what?
possession of the dog? Who was caring for the dog?
Well, technically she took it, but it was our son's dog. And I said, you've mentioned that a couple times now. I got it. I understand. But have you sheltered this dog? Well, no. Have you fed the dog in the last 6 months? No. Have you taken the dog to the vet in the last 6 months? No. Have you followed up with this woman at all about the dog? Well, no. I said, sir, this isn't your dog.
Right.
This is her dog.
Yeah.
And she surrendered it to us. And while I absolutely 1,000% empathize with the situation you're in, that dog is now part of Oh My Dog Rescue, and it's going to go through the intake and adoption process. And I will absolutely take everything that you have said into consideration and pass that along to the foster, and we will go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that didn't go over so hot. And then they followed up with an email explaining the whole ass thing again.
Yep. And then we start getting even more emails from even more people. So not only is it the, deceased owner's family and then this one other family. Oh, no. There's like 4 or 5 other people that are also interested, including one lady who sent me an email simply saying, hey, I know you've got Bandit the Doodle. If you'd like me to save you time and money, you can just give it to me. Would that be fine? When can I pick him up?
Not even lying.
What?
It's like the weirdest
Excuse
thing
me?
ever.
No. Well, first of all, blacklisted. No, what is wrong with you? Like, no, I'm not going to give you the dog to save me time and money. Like, my time is already just destroyed from this whole thing. But Stacy, who is an incredible foster and like the most organized, like she's got her paperwork all ready to go. Like she's always so good. And she's very good at reaching out to the great communicator, project manager, by her career for many, many years. Like she's very organized. She's like, I honestly can't do this right now because it's so overwhelming with all of these crazy people reaching out, and like we were just forwarding everything because we're like, we don't know what to do and we haven't posted it.
We just want to pass along the information. They just put us in a really hard spot.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, there's all this emotion around it, and maybe these people are good people that they want the dog to go to, and that's great, but just
let us figure it out.
Let us do our process. We have this whole thing down. We know what we're doing, and it's worked for like 750 dogs.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing this for a hot minute. We know what we're doing. Just let us do it. Come to find out, the guy's parents didn't even know these people that they want this dog to go to.
They were just acquaintances and had been referred
by
someone
church
else
or
through their
something.
church or whatever. But these people, we assumed that these people knew the dog before and they had a relationship with the dog and they were willing to give it a home. And I was like, well, so have you met Bandit before? I understand that you know the dog. And she was like, well, no, we are a large family and we've been looking for a dog for a long time. And someone referred us to this dog and we thought we were going to get it. Like they told us we were going to get this dog. And then next thing and that was like the parents doing this.
Yes.
All the while, the wife our ex-wife who had been caring for this dog was dealing with it all on her own, and she had no idea about any of this other stuff. This dog had been promised to people. They didn't even know what was happening with the dog. It was a whole crazy thing.
It's so weird. I mean, it sounds so ridiculous saying it out loud, but in the moment,
it was so overwhelming.
It was so overwhelming. And I finally had to call the people
and say, do not contact.
And just, politely and professionally, but also very directly say, listen, I need you to stop because they were bypassing us and going to our foster now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys have to stop. You have to stop. You're stressing my foster out. She's a volunteer. It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
Stop. So anyway, it And at the end of the day, the dog went with the people. They're wonderful people, and it's all great and it's all fine.
Yeah,
We really didn't need to be subjected to all of that.
No, yeah, it was crazy. But we did end up, but I went and picked up the dog who I had never met, and he was lovely. And I, took him over to their house and, met their 5 boys. And this dog just ran in there like he owned the place and was playing fetch with them immediately. They were completely wonderful and like very patient and kind. And
Well, the saddest part of the whole deal was Stacy fell in love with this dog.
well, she was going to adopt him, I think.
Our foster fell in love with this dog.
Yeah.
And she was going to adopt it. So by the end of it, Stacy's like, I can't keep this dog. It's
I
bad
feel like
juju.
I stole it. Yeah.
I'll feel like I stole it. Like it's bad karma going to come back on me. I'm like, oh, Stacy.
Like I would have kept that dog immediately. Like if that was the dog for
Kara
me-
would have kept that dog out of spite.
Yes. Like, quit bothering me. I'm keeping this dog now. You'll never get to see it again. But
Oh,
she
shit.
made the right call. It was a good situation
Yeah.
for the dog. And, he's going to be overly spoiled. But my goodness, that was weird. Never once posted and
it got
had
weird.
more applications than most dogs
Wish we had
have
that many
that we
applications for all of these
or like
ones that we
literally
still
any
have.
of the other ones that were just sitting around still.
Let's wrap the intakes up with that weird ass thing you're getting tomorrow.
Well, we can, but I wanted to say, did we have a really special adoption? Oh, no, we're not there yet. Okay, yeah. No. So I took in these 2 puggles because I thought one of them was an actual pug. It wasn't. They're both like puggles, which is not really my jam. So those guys came in. It's Double Wide and Winnebago are their names, which that's
I'm talking about
hilarious.
The,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I passed along Winnebago to Janelle. She offered to take him because we get this inquiry, and Holly sends me a picture with just the letters WTF. And I said, I've already contacted them. I'm getting this dog.
I have to show you this dog. What is that? Look at his face.
It looks so in the vet paperwork, it legitimately says Pug X. So it's like some sort of pug mix, but it clearly has long hair that's been like poorly shaved. Okay.
It's got a coffee table for a backside.
What? I think he's perfect.
It is pretty square.
Yeah, see? You thought I was wrong.
I don't think it's fat. Like I think it looks like a pug back. Like it's not
Okay.
as fat as the
It's a terrible
Puggles.
angle. We'll find out.
What is that dog that usually has long white hair that almost touches the floor? That size
Like
of
a
dog.
Shih Tzu.
Is that a shit? So
Yeah.
is it a
Like that's what we were thinking, like a pug shit.
no? Not
A
what it
shit pug.
does after. Okay, yeah.
A pug
pug
zoo.
zoo.
I was gonna say a pug shit's what's you gotta let the dog out for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It's absolutely hideous.
less of a table. That's what happens when I scroll over that way.
And Kara loves it.
I'm obsessed. I love it so much. But it has seizures and it has to have medicine and all kinds of shit. I don't care. I'm gonna love it. Yep, there it is. Pug shit. You can't pug zoo. A pug shih tzu. Yeah, pug shih tzu mix. Look it up.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
I think that's what it is.
I don't know.
Look at pug shih tzu mix. Look at Buster. That's what Buster would look like if he had a bad haircut, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to do a DNA test on this one.
Oh, there it is.
We're
Almost.
very, very
yeah.
close.
Yeah, I think it's a pug shih tzu.
Do a pug Maltese. I know it's not right, but I want to see what
Well,
it would be.
it could be a pug Maltese. I would like to see what it looks like when its hair grows out. There you go.
Mm,
Uh,
I think it is more of the pug shit.
I think it's more of a pug shit, not a pug tease.
okay, so anyway, this is not we're not going to go through all of these, but please, we do have quite a few dogs now, and that was the goal. We took the break over the holidays,
And we
gave
were-
everybody a breather. Now it's the new year. We're kickstarting it off hot and heavy. All of our fosters are starting to get back into the rhythm.
Yes.
If you are a foster listening to this, let's rock and roll. We've
Yep.
got some big goals for this year. We're
Mhm.
back in it. The holidays are over. It's time to
help
save-
some dogs.
save some dogs,
That's right.
which means sharing all of the adoptable dogs any chance you can get.
Yes, please.
Now, we did have
So
some adoptions. A few of them we've already talked about, like Miss River, Q-Tip, Noelle, Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a very, very special adoption. If you guys recall, back in April of 2025, so that dog was with us for 9 months.
Oh, that's so long for us.
We took in 3 ditch dogs
The
from
ditch dogs.
outside of Tingley, Iowa, down in southern Iowa, and they were like pit mix.
Yeah.
Some things.
Well, we did. Did we do a DNA test?
Oh yeah, with Heidi and Gareth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent out that over.
Yeah, they did. So we
Anyway,
did, yeah.
Sal finally got adopted.
Yes, and I have not heard anything, so I guess it's going well. But they, if you'll recall, they took Sal straight through everything. Like they went through a whole training program, which was like 14 weeks or some
They've
shit.
literally done more than I think
An owner would ever
yeah.
do for like it's crazy. Here, Sal's embark results. I got it.
It's not in there. They must put it with the one with.
So Sal
Natasha.
was 72.5% American Pit Bull Terrier, 13.8 Boxer. I would have called that immediately.
Definitely.
9% Super Mutt, and 4.7% Doberman Pinscher, which I would never have called Dobie in that dog. Didn't see Doberman at all.
Well, it's such a small percentage.
I know, but still, it's like one of the higher percentage. It is very small, but still to even be like notable. But yeah, basically a boxer pit bull, which is exactly what he looked like. I thought there was some Shar-Pei in there though. They had like that kind of weird wrinkly face situation going on. But anyway, found a home. So yay! And Embark DNA donated that test for us to be able to find out what he was, which was really great.
Very cool. Other baked potatoes with us for a while, but I think that was intentional.
Yeah, I
Shit show Shasha.
I think that Zaddy Nick thought he was going to get himself a English Bulldog, and not because he wanted an English Bulldog, but because Baked Potato was like, "You are the papa. Like I'm going to love you forever." Yeah, but so there, I think there was some emotion when pulling away from that adoption, but they got there. So anyway. Yeah, so we've been rocking and rolling, lots going on. We're excited to be boosting the podcast back up. Like I mentioned before, next week we've got Ames Animal Shelter, Lisa Bricks on with us, who's going to tell us all about being an animal control officer, which is very cool. And the next few episodes, every other one, we're going to have a special guest. So.
Yes, can I say the one that we've got coming I'm super excited about?
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, in February, at the end of February, I think is when it will air.
Mm-hmm.
We have Preston Moore on, and he is the director for Iowa for the Humane Society.
Yeah, HSUS.
Yes. Yeah. And he's going to be talking to us. He's going to send over the short list. Tomorrow, he said.
Yeah. Lots of, animal rights and laws that we need to be paying attention to, animal welfare. Holly and I have been invited to go to the State House and go to the lobby day and meet with our legislators and talk with people about, animal rights and, the things that are missing in Iowa's laws as it relates to companion animals. And that's something very near and dear to our hearts. And we're really excited to make some connections there and hopefully make some real change.
I've never understood why the laws aren't, well, maybe they are, and we should learn that, like the difference between like a dog and a
in a lot of
pig.
States, there are major differences. In Iowa, a lot of them are grouped together because of the mass farming of both dogs and pigs, right? So, while there are specific laws and rights for livestock, that does carry over into dogs just because Iowa is such a huge producer of puppies, right? There is carryover. And then there are some individual rights for companion animals as well. So the same neglect laws wouldn't necessarily be enforced for, a herd of cattle as it would be one dog on a tie out. And most of that is just because of the reporting that would happen from the public. But anyway, we'll learn more about what the differences are. But you're right. I think
why would that be?
We need
it shouldn't be hard at all.
We need to segment this off and make some real, not to say that all animals don't deserve, care and respect, but some of them we're eating and some of them are,
Yeah, the whole food, shelter, water thing, that's great for hog confinement.
Yeah.
What about grooming and
right? What about a pug shit?
Health?
He needs a lot more. So
we have a little game we want to play with you, Tanner.
This is exciting.
So
the AKC has announced their most recent accepted breeds.
Yes, newly recognized breeds.
And we
first of all
start with the easy one. We want you to try to spell them, and you need to spell them out loud for our listeners.
Well, the first one is quite easy, and
Lab.
we'll
L-A-B.
they've been around for a minute. The first one is the Teddy Roosevelt Terrier. You don't have to spell that one out loud. We'll just see if you can type it, and we can see what it looks like. It is in honor of course, the U.S. president. So I'm going to scroll down.
Nailed it.
Yeah, look how cute. It looks like a Jack Russell,
With
which
stubby little legs.
stubby legs. Like he's short to the ground. So it's an original American breed. A small size Teddy Roosevelt Terrier is a short-legged variety of the longer-legged Rat Terrier.
What's the dog with the target dog?
That is a Bull Terrier.
Okay, it looks like a Jack Russell
Plus a Bull Terrier.
plus a bull terrier.
Yeah.
Probably
Little
is.
stocky legs, but the coloring of the
Yeah, I
Jack
think they have a wide coloring. So a spirited, happy dog in a variety of colors. Teddy is between 8 and 25 pounds, which is quite a range.
yeah.
And at least 8 inches, but no more than 14 inches tall. So they got to be low to the ground.
Go down a little bit more. See that little, yeah, that one. Look
Okay.
at all the colors.
They lots of colors. So in every litter, long and short-legged terriers appeared, and then they started breeding for either one or the other. And so that's how this like derivative of the Rat Terrier kind of occurred.
Love it. What's the next one? Tell 'em.
Yep. So you're going to ask me to try and pronounce these. Bessit Favu de Breton.
One more time for him.
Bessit Favu de Breton.
Oh, Bruton. I was just doing regular tongue.
Brew.
I put
Okay.
B-A-S-I-T space Favu, which is definitely F-A-V-U. Day tongue. I didn't realize it was Bruton. So see how
Okay,
close
let's
I
see what
get.
happens here.
Oh.
Well,
Is that it?
He got it.
Kind of.
So it's
I didn't get it. Google got it.
Basset
Bassett.
Fauve
Day.
Day Brettagne.
This is so many letters.
But look at it. This is a me dog if I ever did see one. He's low to the ground. He looks like a scruffy muffy basset hound.
He reminds me of the dog from what is that movie? Half Baked. The van?
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I can't even remember.
Isn't
Now we
that
gotta
the
look
one
it
with
up.
the van?
Dog from Half Baked.
No,
That
that ain't it.
That is a
No,
Rottweiler.
The van. What's
that?
where
This
the
one?
guy
Stoner
drives the
dog
van.
right there.
No, where the guy's driving the van
Mm-mm.
with the has the dog ears. It's a grooming
Oh, the
van.
actual van?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
from Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The Dumb and Dumber van. So
Half-baked,
this
Dumb
one
and
is a
Dumber, same
small,
thing.
short-legged, old French hunting hound.
It's
Yeah,
this.
it looks like the van from Dumb and Dumber. The dog looks exactly like this. That's actually the breed standard.
Blackfeet.
Its origin it traces back to the 1500s. They're also a low rider, ranging at 12.5 to 15.5 inches tall, intelligent, daring, and fixated on its prey. Yeah, so they're like a PBGV. Remember those dogs I was freaking out about? We went over. They're really closely related to the Basset Hound and the PBGV.
He's got kind of where their lips are. I wish I knew all these terms.
Like a little bit of a jowl to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like me
that's
when
like
I'm
the
trying to
Basset.
describe what wine tastes like. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tastes like a woodshed, but like
It's-
good.
Like
They are cute,
sandy on my
but a
tongue.
little big for me.
I love it.
36 to 40 pounds.
Yeah, they're like a small Bojangles. But scruffy. I'm here for it. I love these.
All right, give us
Okay.
the last one.
Well, that one I knew a little bit how to pronounce because it was like the PBGV, but this one,
Say it again.
PBGV, so the Petit Bessie, well, you know, whatever how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually is a breed, everybody that's listening. She's not
Yeah,
making that up.
Petit Bessie Griffon Vendine is the PBGV, and they're the cutest freaking thing in the entire world, but they look very similar to this new breed. So anyway,
What's the new one?
Russian Savannah Bolonkia.
What's the last word?
Bolonkia.
He said Russian Savangja.
Right, that's new word, new breed.
Blanca.
Oh, he got it.
Lunckka.
So it's Russian, obviously, and then it's
I don't think he did. That's food. That's Russian.
yeah, no,
dishes.
I'm just saying that's like an actual dish he found that's similar.
Oh.
But the second word is TSVETNAYA.
I was not anywhere
Now,
close.
now you know why I wanted to watch you spell this.
And then the last is Bolonka. So you did pretty good on the last word, actually.
This is
These are not as cute.
They're like kind of like an
It's like
ugly
an
Shih Tzu.
ungroomed Shih Tzu.
It's an
I was gonna
ungroomed
say.
Shih Tzu, like just a hot mess of a Shih Tzu. Like, does your Shih Tzu's hair look like shit? It's a Russian Tsvankia Bolonkia.
It does. It looks terrible.
Translates to the Russian colored lapdog, dark chocolate colored charmer from the Bichon family and belongs in the toy group. Sweet alert. So it's basically like
It must have an excellent demeanor. It'd
Yeah.
have to.
7 to 9 pounds. They're pretty small. And they were,
Look at that shit show disaster.
their hair is horrible. I hate it.
Ugh. It looks like oily, like they hasn't showered in at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, it
So
looks
this
like the
dog,
old
this
mop
is
in the
actually super
janitor's
interesting.
closet.
So it was the origins traced to the early 1950s, where a group of Russian dog lovers set out to create a new breed with a dark colored coat. They bred Zuzu, who was a coffee colored dog purchased from a touring circus. And Trifon, a white dog from Hungary. So they were just two bullshit dogs that they slapped together. They are like a Maltese, Bolognese, and a Shih Tzu mixed in the gene pool. So it's just a bad-haired Shih Tzu is exactly what it is. Horrible. I mean, adorable. I mean, but
And
also
the
bad
AKC
hair.
is recognizing.
The AKC is recognizing this as a breed.
I feel like there was some lobbying involved there.
Some of the circus people
It was
really...
like, I got these dogs that need to get rid of them. Let's make them something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
anyway, so then we got to thinking like, okay, you know, who have been like we know the most popular dogs in the country, right? Like, you know, we've got the golden retrievers, we got the labs, we got the French bulldogs. So, 2025, the Belgian sheepdog won the National Dog Show, which always airs on Thanksgiving Day.
Can you hot minute?
Yeah.
The National Dog Show. When I say best in show, what is that based on?
So the Best in Show, what they do throughout the whole weekend is they take each breed specifically, right? And then they find the best of that breed. So let's say the best German Shepherd of all the German Shepherds. And
That show up to the show, or
that have to qualify to get to the show based on like their previous dog shows throughout the year.
okay,
So then that best German Shepherd then is put into its specific group, which the German
Like a
Shepherd
class.
is, I believe, the sporting group. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But so for example, or the Shih Tzu would be in the toy group.
okay.
So of the toy group, then they judge that dog based on whether or not it meets the best of breed standard for that particular dog. And that breed standard is literally written in books over years of breeding this particular dog for specific personality traits, physical attributes, so certain height, weight, body shape, how they stand. You know, and then for dogs that are in, like, let's say the working breed, you would judge that dog based on whether or not the way that its
Instincts.
movement and its instincts are. And you have to be able to judge that for a pretty quick way in the ring. So then in that particular toy group, let's say for the Shih Tzu, let's say that the Maltese is the best of that breed. It wins.
In the toy group, there's the Chihuahua, the Maltese, the Shih Tzu.
yeah,
There's,
all those. Yeah, several.
they're not individual groups within the group.
No.
Start as.
It's-
They gotta
yeah.
be, gotta be top of your
It's got to
breed
be the top
first.
of your breed to get to the toy group
Like,
showing.
Okay, okay.
So then the best of the toy group, which could be any number of 15 breeds of dogs, is then brought into the final showing,
final.
which is one of each from each class of dog. So,
how many classes are there?
oh, that's a good question. There's
Like
working
5 or like 20?
less than 10. Let's see. How many classes of...
I'll tell you, this Belgian sheepdog, that's a. I
That's
wouldn't
a
want to.
mean looking.
Yeah.
I think
son of
it's a
gun.
cool looking
At
dog.
dusk, I don't know if I'd want to meet that dog anywhere.
Well, it's like a black lassie.
I think
It looks wolfy.
I think a single female would do well
Okay, here.
to have one of those next to.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Beautiful. So there are 7 breed groups: sporting, hound, working, terrier, toy, non-sporting, and herding.
Okay.
So one of each of those. So there's 7 dogs.
What's non-sporting?
Let's find out.
Sorry, I'm asking all these questions.
Like,
just
I
wanna
know. I am kind of a crazy person about this, but I don't know all the
Well, I
things.
know you
'cause
love
I
the
don't-
show, and I
I
love
do.
the show too. We watched it on Thanksgiving at my parents' house.
Yep. Oh, so the non-sporting would be like the Chow Chow, the Dalmatian, the French Bulldog, the Keeshond, the Poodle, the Shar Pei, the Shiba Inu, the Bichon, American Eskimo Dog,
Got it.
and the Shih Tzu actually is apparently in the non-sporting and not the toy. So I was wrong there.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyhow, so the best of the best all match up. And then the winner of the National Dog Show is the best like example of that particular breed that made it to that final showing of 7 dogs.
Got it. To be the winner of the National Dog Show is like
This
you
is a
can't
Super Bowl.
ever get any better than this.
Right.
Yeah.
You have hit the
And it's
as close to perfection.
and it's
as possible.
unlike other livestock shows to where it's a judge's
discretion.
like a pure judge opinion.
Right.
Right.
There's an actual book.
Yeah.
There's
Standards.
Yes, there's
a
a
standard that's in place.
Yes.
This is not
but it is still subjective
Sure.
Yeah.
for that judge. Yes, but
I mean, anytime there's a judge in anything, I always say, Holly, they could have woke up on the wrong side of the bed today and stubbed their toe, and now you're not gonna win. Like,
freaking figure skating. That's why you're never going to make the Olympics.
that's the way the cookie crumbles. But
Yep.
there's somebody's got to do it. So
Yep. The Belgian Sheepdog 2024, big year for me. Pug won. So that was cool. His name was Vito. The 23 was the Sealyham Terrier, 22 French Bulldog, 21 Scottish Deerhound.
How
and
did that happen?
20
2 years in a row, the same dog.
2020 Scottish Deerhound again.
It was the same
Same
dog.
dog. That dog is a boss. Look her up. Claire the
Like-
Scottish Deerhound. This thing,
Can you imagine winning
how much
the National Dog Show
do you know
2
how
years
much
in a
her
row
puppies cost?
with the same dog?
Look at this thing. Beautiful. She's perfect in every way. And 2 years in a
Holy
row. And
cow.
a Scottish Deerhound doesn't live that long. They're a huge ass dog. So they only live, their lifespan is, 8 years, 8, 9 years. And so 2 of
Holy
those years,
cow.
National Dog Show winner, that's wild.
Well, I wonder how many dogs they had to breed to get to
Yeah.
get to that point.
Perfect.
To get to that standard.
A lot. I don't know. But I know that, her puppy is not cheap. And
I'm looking at that going, how did they know that meets the standard? Like I understand
Yeah.
there's a book you could read, but
I don't know.
yeah,
either.
I've got this tall, lanky dog, and its coat's kind of uneven.
I'm very much a super mutt girl.
yeah.
This whole breed standard thing just doesn't jive.
I love purebred dogs. I do. But
we
then
had a surrender for a purebred German Shepherd. Did you see that?
yeah, I did. I was wanting to we'll look at that. So there's so many purebred dogs that come into rescue. There's so many people that are breeding dogs for the to keep up this breed standard, which I believe in. I think that like breeding for like keeping this purebred alive for like the dogs that are like make sense to do so is amazing. And then there's breeding for money.
Right.
Right.
That's different.
It is different.
And the standards.
Yeah.
I think, well, obviously you can tell the standard person, that being me in this conversation, not knowing shit about nothing about this whole situation, about the standards and how that works and how it's judged and all of that.
Yeah.
So imagine like, the general population buying from a breeder and they're like, oh, we've got, a French Bulldog, purebred French Bulldogs. Well, I don't know the breed standards.
Right. Well,
And I run a freaking dog rescue. Like, how
Yeah,
are
we
you
don't
expecting
know-
the general population to know breed standards and if the dog that you're getting
is good.
is,
Mm-hmm. And you can get some like BS DNA test, right? That says, okay, well, this French Bulldog is purebred. Cool. Good, great, grand. But like, if you're wanting to get like a badass French Bulldog that is like going to be really as healthy as possible for the breed standard and all of those types of things. And like, you want to get that because you love the breed.
you're going to know the standards.
You're going to know the standards, but then things get thrown in the mix. It's like, well, we've got a double merle or we've got a fluffy French Bulldog. Well, like for instance, a fluffy French Bulldog is a recessive trait gene, right?
Mhm.
So some people will breed like a French bulldog and they'll actually intermix in like a poodle or a longer haired dog to get a little bit of that fluffy coat. And that is not purebred, but eventually you can breed it in so that they will test as a
Because you
purebred.
dilute it enough. Yeah.
But it's also a recessive gene. So it's called the L4 gene, and it's not the official AKC breed standard, but it's a recessive gene that people think is cute. So then guess what? You can make more money if you have this dog that you...
So you wouldn't ever see that in the dog show.
They will not show a fluffy French bulldog in a dog show. Now,
Okay.
it's still a purebred dog, and it is technically recognized by the AKC based on the fact that it would test to be purebred. But it's not breed standard. So it's
Okay.
not recognized in the show as something that...
And you could have that like with another, what would be another breed that might happen with, like a long-haired dachshund with that?
No, that's actually breed standard. So that would be... now, there is a Bernese Mountain Dog recessive gene that is a red Bernese Mountain Dog. And that's really rare. They're super expensive. So instead of being like mostly black, they're red where they're normally black.
Okay.
They're really cool. And there's actually one that comes to the dog part that's really neat. But that would not be the breed standard. That's a recessive gene that's bred for...
Is double Merle recognized?
No, you wouldn't see a double Merle dog in
Right.
a show ring. No.
So they're sought after because they're unique, but they don't meet the breed standard.
Right.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the National Dog Show that we see at Thanksgiving and the Westminster?
It's just a different club. It's a
Different
different
club.
kennel club.
Okay.
So yeah, the Westminster is like based out
Is
of
one better than the
out of
other?
Europe. No, not necessarily. But Europe has different standards for their dogs than the United States. So the American Kennel Club is obviously the American Kennel Club. So those are standards set for in America.
Us. Yeah.
The Westminster still has dogs that would like be recognized as AKC registered, but they are following a different set of standards typically. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
God, I'm learning so much today.
I love dog shows. If you've ever never seen the movie Best in Show, have you ever seen it? Either of you?
Is that a documentary?
No.
Oh.
It's an absolutely fucking hilarious comedy, and it is...
There was
You
a
have to see it. It's exactly...
mockumentary.
He can't even...
I was trying to.
He was going fast. Okay, Best in Show. It's got the guy from American Pie, like the dad, and like from Schitt's Creek, that guy.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, it's so good. It's so funny.
Eugene Levy.
Yeah, Eugene Levy. I love Eugene Levy. Catherine O'Hara is in it as well. Jennifer Coolidge. Oh,
Where can you watch it?
where's it at? I want to watch it again
Is it
now.
on Netflix? I think so. Scroll down.
If it's on Netflix, I'm watching it when I get home tonight.
93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a really good movie, and it's exactly what I imagine happens in the back end of like I've never like been included in or like involved in the dog show world. I just really like to watch, but I just imagine that it's going to be exactly like this. It's such a good movie. It was put out, 26 years ago or whatever the hell, and you still have to pay for it on YouTube and Google Play and Apple TV.
Why is that?
$6,
I'm
but it's
so
worth
sick of
$6, people.
You have to pay to watch Grumpy Old Men. Did you know that?
Because it's such a good movie.
I have it on DVD. I have both of them on DVD.
Yeah.
All right, we jibber
Anyway.
jabbered long enough. Was there anything else we wanted
sure
to talk
did.
about?
Did we have anything actually important? I just got really excited about the
No.
dog show.
We talked about Superfecundation.
Double impregnation.
I mean, do you feel like that was intentional? Super
They didn't put a U there.
FECU
Fecundation.
fecundation. Superfecundation. I mean, we're pretty fucking close there, don't you think? on the super. Anyway.
Hold on. Let me just do it really quick.
Do it again.
Okay. Go back to the beginning. Okay.
Superfecundation.
It's exactly
Superfecundation.
Superfecundation.
I mean, come on. That was intentional.
She gets around. So, superfecundation. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Well, I think we covered it. Once again, Fosters, if you're listening,
Let's roll.
We got
Woo!
dogs to save.
We're ready to have some fun again in dog rescue.
yeah.
Let's do it.
I know after we take breaks, even in real life stuff, like you take a break from something and you never quite get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta dive in.
Yeah.
Get that first foster.
Yeah,
You'll remember all the fun we had. Get back in those group chats.
That's right.
We got lots of jokes, obviously, like superfecundation.
Supercalifragilistic. How many dads are there?
We're going to find out. And until then,
We'll figure it out.
Oh my dog.
What I mean when I see, what I see, what I feel, when I dream, when I be, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Everybody look at me when I'm free, when I feel, what I see, when I do it, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Say what we got, it's hot to spot, give up the drop, see what we got, do what, do what? We got to go, the body flow, too hot to show, the front row, we won't stop.